my name is Julie Anderson and I am one of the librarians at the Vista Grande Library. This year's summer reading theme is Tales and Tales, as in animal tales and story tales. I thought it would be fun to meet some of the animals that help out in Casa Grande. This video will highlight 2 therapy dogs named Mickey and Brandi and some of the canines that serve with the Casa Grande Police Department. I hope you enjoy some of our community tales. Oh, we are with Victoria and Mackenzie, correct? Yes. Okay, and she has Mickey with her today, and Mickey is a therapy dog.
Yes.
And I'm going to let Victoria just tell us a little bit about Mickey and what she does in our community.
Hi, this is Mickey, M-I-K-K-I. She's a Maltese poodle. She's a Maltipoo. She's 4 years old. We're with 2 agencies. We're with Gabriel's Angels and we're with Alliance Pet Therapy. Right now we're doing virtual teaching with Liberty Arts Academy and also AARP in their reading program. Then we also visit some churches and we visit some seniors in our area just to stop by and say hi. So pretty much that's what we're doing right now with COVID being on the rampant. We're not in the schools, so it's pretty virtual.
Yes.
I enrolled her in puppy training, beginning training, intermediate training, advanced training, therapy training, and trick training. And she has her AKC Good Canine Citizen Award. She has her AKC trick title. So she has lots of training. And then we just, now that it's COVID, we try to go to Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, places where she's allowed to go in to keep that rhythm up as far as being around people and kids, and so she don't lose that little spark. We can stay active. We go in the stores and Ross, Marshalls, just about all the stores.
Okay.
So right now that's what we're doing, and it's kind of exciting.
So Gabriel's Angels, what exactly is that organization?
It's dealing with pet therapy. We go into schools where children are disadvantaged, not necessarily low incomes, but where they may need a boost in morale, where they may need to understand how to take care of pets. Some children grow up thinking that it's okay to have a dog tied to a tree and left out in the sun or the rain. Some children think it's okay to beat a dog with a stick and not knowing you have to groom a dog, comb their hair, brush their teeth, teach them things. How to be in the present, like you can be upset with someone, but how do you channel that? And what makes you happy? And then when you're sad, what makes you sad? Then how long are you sad? Is it okay to be sad? And is it okay to be angry? Is it okay to, be fearful? And so that's part of what our therapy is, self-regulation and empathy and care about other people. And the reward is seeing these children who was kind of like shy or abused and kind of timid, and then they warm up to the dogs and rub them, get to brush their teeth or comb their hair, and it helps them. It builds their self-esteem, and knowing that the dogs are gentle and not going to attack them or bite them like some of the dogs they see.
Right.
It just gives them a different paradigm of what life can be. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like a fantasy.
Yeah.
But it's it's just to see that turnaround.
Right. You do have to notice that she has adorable shoes on, probably better than mine.
Well, so these are her little Timberlands, and I just ordered her some new ones. These are worn. She wears her little shoes and her socks because when we're back in the hospitals, this helps to keep her healthy. Then I know she's not tracking stuff in.
Right.
And because she's a small dog, when we're at the hospitals, a lot of them would like her on the bed.
Got it.
So this is one way to help keep her clean. Even when she goes outside and potty at home, we keep wipes right there to wipe her feet.
Thank you, Victoria, for bringing Mickey in. She is obviously an important part of our community. We are with Joy Reamer, who has a therapy dog named Brandi with her, and we're just going to talk about what Brandi does for our community, maybe some of the training she has and where she goes. So I'm going to leave it to you to just talk about her.
Brandi, for the community, Brandi goes to the schools, elementary schools in Casa Grande. There are 9 of them, and we go to all 9 of them. And we also go to the outlying districts, and so we actually service about 16 schools. And we go to 3rd graders, and we do a presentation of how to be a good animal or a good pet owner. And we figure if we start at the 3rd grade, by the time they get to be adults, they'll pretty much have it down pat. and that's what we're aiming for. And with the COVID-19 deal, we haven't been in schools anywhere. Anyway, but she loves the children, and anytime the children come, and the children do get a chance to pet her during the presentation, but they also interact with her because we talk about correct feeding, we talk about bathing and grooming, we talk about just behavior, how to teach them good behaviors. We work on a couple of things, like a lot of times, dogs are pulling you down the street type thing, so we give them a clue as to how to go about working with their dog. And the kids have all kinds of pets, they really do, especially living in more agricultural areas such as this.
Right. So what kind of training has Brandi had to go through to be able to be allowed in the schools?
Brandi is a certified therapy dog. Was to go to hospitals and places where they have patients and things like that. So she would learn not to jump up on the bed and not to, she's very comfortable.
Yeah.
Not to jump up on the beds, not to, jump up on people. And she already knew that she wasn't supposed to do either of those things. But in a new environment, sometimes they forget. And so you have to kind of remind them. And she was okay with the hospital, not real enthralled with it, but she was okay with it. We thought, okay, we're going to just stick to schools. And besides that, with all the schools that we go to, it keeps us pretty busy. We're doing this for a period of 4 months, and we're doing it 2 to 3 times a week. So that's a busy week for her and me as well.
Yeah. So how old is Brandi?
Brandi is going to be 5 in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Well, she's very well behaved. I don't know if you can see that. She's
mellow.
very mellow. So can you think of a story where somebody was having, like maybe some anxiety or something, or where she really, you could just tell an immediate.
She can sense it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when we go into the schools, there's always some child there that's like, having.
Yeah.
She'll go right up to him and lean on him. I don't know if she's leaning on you, but usually she'll lean on him and she'll look at him, and she'll give him a little knock and just, yeah, she can sense it. She really can sense it. And sometimes when we were at the Oasis Pavilion, there were people in there that were not in real good shape, and she would go up there, and one time she put her feet up on the bed, which is a no-no, but the lady said, it's okay. And I went, okay, and this person I think was probably dying, and she went up there and she went, and so she sensed it. She really did, yeah.
Well, that's pretty amazing. Well, she's a pretty amazing dog. She is helping our community. Oh, do you want to go home with me? Oh my goodness! I wonder if you would like all my other dogs.
Oh, she would. Goodness. She loves other dogs. Yes, other dogs. She likes everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, you are pretty awesome,
She
Brandi.
loves, obviously, cats.
Yeah.
Likes to chase the bunnies, but I don't think would ever do anything.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. They're just fun.
She's not a hunter type dog.
Oh, well, thank you for bringing her in.
Oh, you're welcome.
And,
We're happy to be here.
We are happy to showcase her because she's pretty cool.
Good.
So, all right. Thank
all right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joy, for showing off Brandi. She is a special dog. And now we're going to shift gears just a bit and meet some brave canines that are part of our police department.
Good boy. Let's. Los. Fast. Good boy. Good boy. All right.
Okay, this is Officer Mo, and he's the handler for Blitz, who you just saw, taking down Officer Tracy.
Yeah, he's 2 years old. He's a Belgian Malinois. He's from the Netherlands. He's already certified in fighting people and fighting drugs. And he's been on the road now for about 4 months. And he's a handful.
How long does it take for them to graduate from this?
So this class can usually last approximately anywhere between 5 to 6 weeks. Officer Shern here has a German Shepherd, so they kind of figure out things the quickest because they're just methodical. And Officer McCloskey has a Dutch Shepherd, which is kind of like a Brenda looking dog. And then we have the Malinois, which Officer Mo will be coming over with, which is, his dog is basically a horse, but it's a big Malinois. And the Malinois is usually the one that is the craziest of all of them.
So these dogs, do they have any training with this before they come
Nope.
to you? No, they're fresh.
So you notice the dog started working from one end to the other, and he just methodically put his nose in every little hole, started searching. He's using his nose. These olfactory on the dogs are dependent who you have.
Alrighty, so this is one of the new dogs for the Casa Grande Police Department, and this is Officer Shern. And would you like to tell us a little bit about him?
Yeah, this is Dutes. He is a 1.5-year-old German Shepherd, and he is in canine school right now. And right now we're teaching him to find drugs on the street. He's a playful guy. He loves his toy, and he's been a good dog so far. So,
Alright, thank you so much.
Slow him down. Don't let him just run to it. Try to get, there you go. Try to get him on these other hooves. There you go.
So do they know like the sick?
Good. Yeah, good boy. His dog is German, but this one's Dutch. They're similar. So, they actually.
Alright, so this is Officer McCloskey, and he has his dog here, and can you tell us a little bit about him?
His name is Rick. He's a Dutch Shepherd. He's about 1 year and 2 months, 14 months total. You saw he's a high drive, a lot of play dog, so doing real good so far.
you'll see our dogs pulling and stuff, but we keep all this stuff fun. Play. This has to be a game to them. So we really don't instill too much of the obedience side of it right now.
Okay.
Next, when we go into the actual like patrol school, is when we'll start to work more on the obedience side and start kind of tuning that side into the dogs, so that when they come out of the narcotics school and then the patrol school, they're completely well-rounded.
Okay, so that's different than the narcotics and then the patrol.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
this is 6 weeks of this, and then the 6 weeks of patrol school is where we teach them to find people, where we teach them basically to bite people, where we teach them to call off. So if there's a bad guy out there and we send them towards the bad guy and then the bad guy surrenders, we got to be able to call him off, say, hey, don't come back to us.
Okay.
So we teach them how to come back to us.
I hope you enjoyed this video on some of our special community members. I sure enjoyed meeting them.